Hull FC made a high-profile move for Salford Red Devils head coach Paul Rowley this week, who, ultimately, has decided to stay in his current position, with Salford releasing a statement on Tuesday. However, despite reports emerging since indicating that there was no real threat of Rowley leaving the club, Jon Wilkin believes that was far from the case. In fact, the Sky Sports pundit, speaking on the verdict, was told by several trusted sources that the deal was done and Rowley would be the Black and White's new head coach. Hull were prepared to pay a £150,000 fee to land Rowley, and negotiations between the two clubs were understood to be ongoing, with the East Yorkshire club increasingly confident they would land their number one target. "I was told by 2 or 3 people I really trust that it was a done deal," Wilkin said. Paul Rowley was the new Hull FC coach. "I thought, wow, what a piece of recruitment. We wax lyrical all the time about his coaching prowess and his abilities. You would expect Paul Rowley to jump at the opportunity to coach a massive club like Hull. The concern for me is that, given that option, he chose not to go." Now what does that say about Hull and where Hull are at? And when it comes to recruiting coaches, it's not like there's just a plethora of amazing coaches out there that you can just go and cherry-pick your best ones. If Paul Rowley was their man, I think it's terrible that they haven't got him, and more of a reflection of where their clubs are at the moment. Click here, get the latest news on our Rugby League Live WhatsApp channel. Back to the drawing board, Richie Myler, Hull's director of rugby, is now turning to other options. Myler has made appointing a new head coach his highest priority, with Wilkin suggesting who his number one target would be. "I think they need to get a young developmental coach," Wilkin said. "Somebody from reserve grade or junior grade over in Australia or even in this country, somebody with limited experience. I would take a punt on somebody who is young, energetic, and has a passion and zest for the craft of coaching, which is just a consuming job. It's highly pressured, and it's an incredibly difficult thing to do well. You've got to attack it with energy 24/7. I think Justin Holbrook would be an exceptional candidate. What he did at St. Helens, he came in and turned our frustration into excitement, he turned our frailties into confidence, and he turned young boys into men. And that's what I see the job of the Hull FC being. I would urge Richie Myler to go out and get a coach like Justin Holbrook.